So, MLB finally had its opening day, where every damn team played, and it began even for me in Czech Republic here at 1919, 7:10 p.m., which was beautiful because my Giants even played, even though the game in itself couldn't have gone any worse in a way, because the offense was absolutely horrific from the Giants. Aaron Judge hit a home run from his first at bat, which felt like I just got shot in my heart and got shotgun blasted. And yeah, that wasn't nice. But in the end, hey, Giants still winning this series on Saturday and Sunday, and it's gonna be all right. We'll see. But it was really cool to see the game, go with pitch clock. I couldn't catch many spring training games since I'm in Czech Republic, and I don't have MLB TV because it's pretty expensive, and I'm not sure I will have enough time to watch enough to justify spending the money on it. But maybe I will. We'll see. Maybe in summer when there's no basketball, I could, tap into it. We'll have to wait and see for that, but. It was great to see here on our Czech television. They have 3 games a week, and one of those was this Giants-Yankees game. And even though we lost, hey, I'm gonna stay being positive and believe that this team will surprise a lot of people. Shout out Logan Webb for those 12 knockouts, 12 Ks, 12 strikeouts, of course. And Garrett Cole was also really good. The umpire was weird, but I'm not here to talk about specifics about the game or anything. I'm just here to kind of ramble about basketball, about baseball, because it's fun, and I love MLB the show. I love the game. I've fell in love with baseball just a year ago, I would say. So I've been really enjoying watching baseball. And first, I want to just talk about the pitch clock, and I feel like in the Yankees-Giants game, it lasted about 2 hours 35 minutes, and it felt more fluid, man. It felt nice to me. Of course, we'll see how this translates into postseason. That's gonna be the most interesting thing, because in the postseason, it's really all about the tension, right? And in the intensity, which with the pitch clock could be kinda dampered and could lose some of its magic. But we'll have to wait and see. And of course, they can still change the rules for that. Maybe they will get rid of it for the playoffs eventually. We'll have to wait and see. But for the regular season, I for one really do like it. And then I was just trying to catch as much as possible from the other games. I just switched through some, can't talk about what, right? But I tried to watch some games at least in some ways. Possible here for me. And the Braves, I checked in for some innings. Was sad to see Max Fried get hurt, but the Braves in the end overall looked really good on offense, as you would expect. The players, Matt Olson was crushing baseballs. Ronald Acuna was looking good, which is great to see. Great to see him, after full off season, he's gonna have a great year. Then I was checking Adley Rutschman, of course. Adley Rutschman was absolutely spectacular. Watched the ending of this Orioles Red Sox game, which was wild. And the Orioles did hold on to win this game after Red Sox had a really good attempt at a comeback. And Adley Rutschman went 5 for 5, hit a home run in his first at bat. Was just incredible. Could he be an MVP candidate this year? Maybe. But I mean, I'm not here to really predict anything, because I'm not I'm not that expertise, and I'm just a casual fan watching baseball right now. Maybe when I get a little more not more into it, maybe when I'll get a little more familiar, a little more analytical, then I'll be able to tell you my predictions and some. But as a casual fan, I'm just gonna talk here. Maybe I'll drop a prediction video mid-season, or just maybe in a week. Who knows, man? Who knows what I might do? But I just wanna use this platform to talk about sports I love, and just sports, because there are some beautiful stories in sports, and that's what I want to do here. So those 3 games were awesome. They were, of course, early here for me, and that was just great to see. Brewers Cubs was intriguing, because I have Marcus Stroman in my Sorare fantasy, and he balled out, which was great to see. Corbin Burns looked like he didn't give a damn, from what I've heard, which makes sense with the drama there was. Then the Rays picked up the win. That was good for them. Phillies Rangers was weird, right? You had Jacob DeGrom making his debut. You had Trey Turner making his debut for Philly. Then DeGrom got absolutely crushed early and had to leave after like, I'm pretty sure 3.5 innings. 3.2 innings pitched. And then Aaron Nola got lit up, and the Texas Rangers actually did come back. And I mean, I did not see that one coming, especially with Tuvey, but they scored 9 goddamn runs in the, what was it, 6th or 5th inning. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, it was the 4th inning actually already. So that was wild. It was truly crazy. You had Robbie Grossman hitting a home run, which was crazy and just incredible. And of course, Adolis Garcia played well, which was great to see. I like him a lot. Marcus Semien and Corey Seager are great, of course, which we know. Then for Philly, it was JT Realmuto playing really well. That was great to see. Alec Bohm looked really good. He might have a great year. That would be cool to see. So Philly, of course, a rough loss, but what a fun game to watch. Then we had the Pirates winning against the Reds, the ultimate matchup. You had Hunter Greene on the mound, which is always fun to see, and O'Neal Cruz crushed an absolute, monster homer. He just can crush the baseball, man. He knows how to crush. He knows how to destroy a baseball, to be fair, right? And Hunter Greene threw 105.1 miles per hour, which is absurd, but that's Hunter Greene. He throws 100 like it's nothing. Hopefully his arm isn't cooked soon. But yeah, that was great. Then you had the Blue Jays against the Cardinals. That was an offensive game. You had 19 to 15 hits. That was crazy. And of course, St. Louis with the pitching, it's going to be rough. But tonight it was just a little rough for everyone. George Springer had 5 hits. Bo Bichette had 4 hits. That was crazy. You had Vladdy Guerrero. Vladdy Jr. was solid. How is he pronounced? Dalton Varsho, I'm pretty sure. But he had made his debut. So that was cool. And Matt Chapman had 3 hits. That was nice to see, of course. And for the Cardinals, their offense is going to be crazy, I would say. Wilson Contreras made his debut, pardon me, as he had 2 hits. That was cool to see. And of course, Goldie, you got Nolan Arenado. Their offense is really looking really good. But the problem, of course, is that the pitching is going to be rough. Of course, it's not going to be this horrible every day, hopefully, but they just don't have enough pitching, it appears, and that's just unfortunate for this Cardinals team that otherwise just has an incredible incredible just offense, but the pitching is gonna have to step up. We'll have to wait and see. Then you had the Twins picking up a win. I was happy to see for my fellow. I'm not a Twins fan, but I just, Gomer, one of my favorite MLB The Show creators, is a Twins fan, so I'm happy to see that. And overall, I just, Minnesota fans have suffered a lot, so I'm always happy to see Minnesota do something good. Shout out Byron Buxton, one of my favorite players in MLB. Hopefully he's able to stay finally healthy this season. Would be great to see. Then you had the Mets winning. That was cool. I mean, yeah, I guess. Jazz didn't do well, which I'm sad about because I like him. And of course, I'm rooting for him to just kill it. But as long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be fine. Then the White Sox actually beat the Astros, which, that was my favorite game of the night. Not because of Megan Thee Stallion, of course. But that was great for baseball, that's for sure. You get Jordan crushing a ball. Once again, he crushed that baseball absolutely wildly. That was some insane velocity on that home run he hit in that 9th inning. But the White Sox did win, which is cool. Shout out to the White Sox. Of course, I'm not rooting for them. I'm a Giants fan, but I root for teams of my favorite YouTubers to do well, so so they can be happier. It's weird, but hey, sometimes it be like that, I suppose. Shout out Yasmani Grandal hitting that home run. That was great. Then you had this really surprised me that the Padres lost to the Rockies. which really surprised me. But to be fair, the Rockies with a healthy Des Bryant, who raked in spring training, could be solid. You got Charlie Blackmon playing well, hitting the ball well, which is always great. CJ Cron smashed 2 homers. That's just awesome, right? The how do you even call these? The first 5 names or so, 5, 6 names on this Rockies offense are really good. And if they are going to be hitting, that's going to be great, especially in that ballpark. The pitching is, of course, a question mark, but Marquez did good enough today. While for the Padres, the pitching wasn't great, and the offense wasn't horrific, but 17-7 hits, right? So, yeah, that was wild. And the Angels, you got Shohei dealing, which, I mean, I love watching Shohei. Who doesn't really? If you like baseball, you probably love watching Shohei. But the Angels do Angels things and lose to the Oakland Athletics, man. Oakland Athletics. Oakland to the playoffs, baby. Shout out Aledmys Diaz, man. He had some highlight plays and he looked really solid. So that was cool to see. He seems like a fun player. But the A's, of course, probably gonna move to Las Vegas soon, which is sad, but the reality of it. And the Dodgers do the Dodgers things. Nobody wants to talk about the Dodgers, man. That's the Giants fan in me. And then Mariners, Guardians was cool. J-Ram unfortunately didn't do well enough for me in my fantasy, but of course against Luis Castillo it was rough, because Luis Castillo was really good. He pitched incredibly well, and overall the pitching for the Mariners was spectacular. Then you had Ty France being spectacular. He hit that home run to win them the game essentially, and he had 3 hits also. He was spectacular. Julio Rodriguez didn't have a great start, but hey man, he's gonna be fine, and he's awesome to watch also. And I'm excited to see how Jared Kelenic is gonna do. That's gonna be also intriguing. Some of my favorite AL teams, both the Mariners and the Guardians, I really like, because I mean they're just fun teams that have a lot of cool players, whether they are young or whether you have a Jose Ramirez, who of course isn't old by any means, but not as young as the others, and they have some cool pitchers. So yeah, I would say it was a great opening day for the MLB. Then you had, of course, Megan Thee Stallion, which doesn't hurt, because goddamn, those were probably the most liked Twitter posts surrounding the MLB I've ever seen. That was the biggest publicity for the MLB I have ever seen in my Twitter era. And yeah, of course, this is just me kinda rambling about stuff, so I'm not expecting anyone to seriously just watch this and be like, what the hell why does he even talk about this? Why? Because why not, man? I just want to. That's sometimes you just need to have that attitude, man. And I'll be probably talking about the Giants a little bit here and there. I'll probably be talking about some games I've watched, some things I catch. If there's something really intriguing, really interesting, I'll maybe check in with baseball. We'll see how much I'll be able to watch, but I'll try for sure, especially if some people enjoy it. And yeah, thanks for watching if you did, and enjoy baseball, enjoy basketball, enjoy any sport you want. Just hope you have a great day, enjoy life, baby, and I'll see you all.